Hi friends, this is Suzy, your Candy Crush guru. It is February 15th, 2024, and it may seem strange that I already have words up here that you haven't seen yet, and that's because there was a bit of a glitch with the game I was playing. I was working on connections, and then the date switched over from February 15th to February 16th because I have my computer set ahead of my time zone. And it totally glitched out. So I'm going to jump in, and if it doesn't set me at my current progress, I will reset myself. So far, I was able to figure out that watch, monitor, track, and survey may be all related, but I didn't really like survey in there, but I just couldn't find anything better. But I was in such a confused state with everything else, I decided to submit it, and it worked. Okay, so now we're on track with that. Then I thought, oh, places with sand. And I tried playground, beach, desert, and oasis. And then I found out I was one away. So I then realized, oh, an hourglass has sand. I was kind of putting hourglass with timer and watch at one point, but then I used watch for follow attentively. So I got rid of that. I had like timer, hourglass, watch over here. So now I think hourglass goes in here, and that's kind of where we left it. And I have to figure out what to take away, but first I have to figure out how these other things work together. And I haven't been able to figure that out. I don't know which one to pull out. So, I'm going to look at, I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to do the Rosalind shuffle and try to figure out what other things go together. I've got bacon broil, and those are so connected. Bake and broil and light feel like they all go together. Because you've got cooking elements, but you light a fire, and then what else would go with this? Bake, broil, light, hourglass. No, bake, broil, light, blur. I don't know how to use blur. I commented. Oh, and then my whole recording failed. I was gonna reset the clock, but when I reset the clock, it messes up my recording. And so I had to totally wipe out that recording. I thought, well, maybe this is one where we have to we have to add a letter. So blurb makes sense, but then boasis. I mean, blight would work, but nothing else worked with that B. So I had to exclude that. Oh, hi, Sasu. So bake, broil, light. Bake, broil, light, blur. No, bake, broil, light, beach. If you're doing like a camp. I don't think so. Bake, broil, light, oasis. Bake, broil, light. I don't even know if light goes in there. Bake, broil, light, pulp. I don't know about pulp. I tried pulp fiction. I tried fiction with everything. That didn't work. I tried orange pulp. That didn't work. Suede. I tried blue suede. That doesn't go with bake and broil. Bake, broil, playground. Bake, broil, dessert, if we do dessert instead of desert. But light, bake, broil, dessert. Like cherries jubilee. Bake, broil, light, timer. Oh, these are oven controls. I can set my oven to bake, to broil. I can turn on the light, and I can do the timer. And here's the cool thing. I can use my phone to control my oven, and so I can turn the light off and on in my oven with my phone. Yeah, modern inventions. I think that's it. Okay, so if we do bake, broil, light, and timer, and the more I look at that, the more I'm convinced that goes together. But that didn't pull one away from here. So what are my other things that I'm left with? Hourglass, light, blur. Beach, bake, broil, oasis, pulp. Pulp we haven't tried. Suede. I tried suede leather, ultra suede. I thought ultra light, like an ultralight craft, but I couldn't match ultra with anything else. Playground. No, we've got playground. All right, so we've got everything, but what would go with blur, pulp, and suede? Playground, beach, desert or dessert, oasis? I don't know. I think I'm going to have to just kind of play around with this. First, let's see if I'm right with this. I think I am. I like that group now. Oh, I thought that was going to be the green. That's the oven buttons. So there's a green. I really thought it was places that have sand, but an hourglass isn't really a place. But I think hourglass is in there now. And I think oasis. Because this can be dessert and desert, I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to say beach and playground. Oh, one away again. Shoot. So we have hourglass, and I took out desert, so I think desert does go in here. I think hourglass and desert go in here. And then I'm going to take this out. So what am I going to exclude? I've got oasis, beach, and playground. Which one of those things doesn't belong? Maybe playground, because playgrounds used to have sand, but I don't know that they do so much anymore because animals use them as litter. Would playground go with blur, pulp, and suede? No, but neither would beach or oasis. I have to find some reason to exclude. Oasis. Oh, I don't know. I already tried taking out desert because it could be dessert. Now I'm thinking that oasis could be, an actual oasis or a mental oasis, and maybe that has something to do with this, but all right, I'm going to deselect all. I'm going to say hourglass, desert, oasis, and beach. One away. How can it all be one away? I have one mistake remaining. Stink. One remaining. I think this is the hill I die on. Suzy's last stand. Okay. So, what had I excluded from here? I excluded playground. So now I have hourglass, desert, playground. I have either beach or oasis. Beach, blur, pulp, suede. Oasis, blur, pulp, suede. I have no idea. I have no idea what this is. I have tried to think of, the fill in the blank kind of things. Blur something, something blur. Something pulp, pulp something. I can't. I'm out of ideas. I just have to hope. So, excluded playground. That was at the top. This is the second. So I think I'm going to go hourglass, desert, playground, and oasis. Nope. Next time. Okay, so there's my first fail. Where you might find sand. Wow, look at this. All right. Britpop bands. Blur, Oasis, Pulp, and Suede. I don't know any of them. None of them. I mean, probably I've heard, and maybe Suede. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I have heard of Suede. I don't know that they pronounce it that way, though. Oh, gee. I don't even know. I'm stumped. So beach, desert, hourglass, and playground, where you might find sand. That one stumped me. I hope you all did so much better. I hope you're better versed in Britpop bands than I am. That one had me stumped. And then this, oh, that was rude. Because really, there were 5 options and I just guessed the wrong one each time. So here are my results. I got the yellow, then I had a mistake. Then I got the blue, then I had a mistake. Then I had a mistake. Then I had another mistake. And that's how I failed. All right, better luck next time. That is it for me. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.